page. Here we go. Over 100 million animals are burned, crippled, poisoned, and abused in U.S. labs every year, says DoSomething.org. Can you imagine if it was 100 million people? Would it make a difference if it were human beings? Some people would feel differently if it were humans. Some are still in shock and horror by the thought of this happening to millions of animals, as they should be. The atrocities that affect millions of animals are horrific and terrible. We would never settle for these things happening to human beings. Why would we settle for animals being destroyed? We should discontinue and ban animal testing because it is inaccurate. The animals are defenseless with no voice of their own, and the animals suffer greatly. 92% of experimental drugs that are safe and effective in animals fail in human clinical trials because they are too dangerous or don't work. That is 92% of drugs that animal testing shows is safe but end up not being safe for humans. This just proves how inaccurate it is when we test drugs on animals. According to animal tests, lemon juice is deadly poison, but arsenic, hemlock, and botulinum are safe. Why would we expect anything different when most human illnesses are never even seen in animals? Less than 2% of human illnesses are never seen in animals. Why are we even testing on animals when they don't even have the same illnesses as us? Not to mention at least 50 known drugs cause cancer in animals tested. If we were to consider animal testing to be accurate, then shouldn't we be more fearful of these 50 drugs? Besides, why should we prey on innocent animals for our needs? Animals do not exist on this planet for us humans to torture them and make them suffer for our benefit. China recently passed a new policy banning animal testing. The Chinese Food and Drug Administration has proposed to abolish the requirement for animal testing for cosmetics, for domestically manufactured ordinary products such as shampoo, skincare, or perfume, from June 2014. Says an article in the Huffington Post. We should, as a country, do the same and abolish animal testing, especially considering the animals are far more defenseless than we are. We are just taking advantage of their defenselessness by testing on them. They also cannot tell you when they are experiencing pain or are hungry and or thirsty, or when they are experiencing side effects from the test. This makes the test even more inaccurate when people in charge of these tests can't even receive feedback. They also cannot tell you when they suffer. Many animals suffer greatly in testing facilities, even though there are government regulations to help regulate the amount of abuse they suffer. Many of them experience large amounts of pain or are hungry and thirsty. Many also suffer slow, painful deaths while trapped in small cages out of their natural environment. If they don't die a slow death, they are typically put down once testing commences. They don't deserve such an indignant death to be uncomfortable and to be disposed of like trash. In conclusion, we need to stop the abuse and torture of millions of animals because it is inaccurate when it comes to humans. The animals cannot defend themselves and they suffer greatly.